It's an AS41 case, has a VW symbol on it, and if we'll look at the serial number, it's an AH case. It's originally for the dual port 1600. I believe it's a 71 case. But what I'm trying to do is turn this into a 1600 single port. And you see it's got some case savers in there. But trying to match the case cylinder head studs to the new heads that I have right there, single port heads. So in the end I wound up needing 9.5 inch 10mm studs and 7 8-inch 10mm studs, and I can show you the reason why I needed these lengths over here on this. This is the 3/4 side of the case, and as you can see, the studs pretty much are at all about the same level, but this stud here on number 3, to be the top side of the engine, is inset apparently an inch or so before you get to the threads, so you wind up having to use one of the long studs. These are all 10mm, and that seems to work out well. I don't know if all engines are this way. I've seen on YouTube where people have had to use they call it a long and a medium and a short, and use a medium here, but I wound up using the long, the 9.5 inchers, which are all 4 of these on the bottom of the 3/4 cylinder side. These studs are not all the way in. They haven't been put in with Loctite yet, but I have checked. I've put the cylinders on, the new cylinders, standard 1600 cylinders, and had them down to where they're supposed to be, and it looks like it's going to work out good with these new cylinders. This engine case was originally in the 1967 Beetle I bought. Looked like it was going to be a pretty good engine, but I did a compression check on it, and it was down on 2 cylinders, and it had some end play, excessive end play, so I wound up having to get it a line board. And looks like we've got all the bugs worked out at this time, but it's coming along. And like I said, my plan is to just turn this into a 1600 single port with a light scat cam in it, and that should be about as far as I'm going to go, except the rest of it is going to sort of look stock. No luck finding a 67 case yet. I would like to find one, but they seem to be hard to find. 1967 VW bugger here in the garage again. And what I've done, I've gone ahead and gotten all of the cylinder head studs in with Permatex. It's this aviation type Permatex, and that seemed to work out pretty good. everything is now clean. Went ahead and put the distributor in with the distributor drive gear, the two washers, the spring in between the distributor and the distributor drive gear. Everything is now cleaned and ready to assemble. I got the cam bearings, have all been fitted, and looks like everything is just about ready to go. I did have one issue with the original distributor drive gear that I had planned on putting in, and it was a brand new empty distributor drive gear, and it was defective. The ramp where the push rod for the fuel pump goes on had a dip in the bottom end and a hump at the top, which was sort of unacceptable to me. I did call Impy and got with their quality control, sent them some pictures of that, and they immediately sent me a new distributor drive gear, which I'll probably wind up using in my next engine. I decided to go ahead and use the distributor drive gear that came out of this engine, which was running fairly well at the time. But anyway, I appreciate Impy doing what they did. They really came through and fast. This is the distributor drive gear that was defective, and I don't know if you can see that, but there is a, down at the bottom of the ramp for the fuel pump rod, there's a divot there. It's just like a caved in part, and then when you come around to the high part on the ramp, there's a like a real ramp there, like a high point part. Anyway, I sent pictures of this to Impy, and they were super fast about sending me a new distributor drive gear, and we'll probably use that one in our next project. I just wanted, this just goes to show you, even if you're using brand new parts, you need to inspect them thoroughly. And I just happened to catch this. I don't know how long that would last in an engine, in a running engine. Well, anyway.